Hi folks, I'm Alan Christopher and I'll be your instructor for MK1010 social media. Welcome to the class. I'm very glad you're here. Social media is such a great topic to teach and work with because it's a topic that just keeps on giving. Unlike, say, studying history where everything has already happened and now you're just trying to reinterpret it or come up with a new spin on why something happened, or English when you're trying to reinterpret the same dead poem for the 800 jillionth time. Social media is changing every single day. Everything we know and think about social media today, tomorrow is partially obsolete. There's something brand new. So it gives us an opportunity to learn all the time. And that's just what makes not only working in social media, which I do, but also teaching social media so much fun. So we have 5 weeks this week to look at some basics of social media, understand particularly social networks and the concept of spreading and things. This first week we focus on a couple of those issues. Do any of you remember the movie 6 Degrees of Separation with Brad Pitt, how you can link 6 people together to get to anybody else in the world? Well, social media gives you that same ability with just an infinite number of possibilities. In fact, if you think about the largest number out there, which is infinity, to the power of infinity, that's what social media gives you. It just gives you the ability to reach out and just touch hundreds of millions, billions of people all at one time. I've got a quote in the announcement this week about H.L. Mencken, who was a newspaper reporter and a newspaper owner, and he talked about, never argue with someone that buys barrel by the ink. And his point was is that he controlled the news, and therefore he controlled the opinion of the day. Now with social media, we all control the news. We all control the opinions. We can all be thought leaders out there if we want. So that's what makes our topic so much fun, and that's what we're going to have a lot of fun with for the next 5 weeks. You've got a assignment this week, a homework assignment, the discussion, and a quiz. So you got 4 assignments to do this week. I've given you a little suggested calendar and the announcement for the week. I've also started off the discussion topic with some of my thoughts. So let's dive into it. Let's have a great week. Get some discussion going here and some thought and where we're going with some of this. I'll also post an additional video that I find interesting out there for y'all to view beyond the reading. One of the things I wish I could change in a class like this is we have assignments that are done and posted, but as I mentioned at the very beginning of this introductory video, what's new yesterday is obsolete today. So I'm going to try and give you more current videos and readings and things to go along with what we're studying. They're not going to be on the tests. They're not going to be required. I just want to keep you a little more current. For instance, this semester we spend a lot of time in Facebook, but by all indications out there, Facebook has been replaced by several other different platforms as being more popular, particularly among youth. Instagram and Snapchat, for instance, being some of the more newer ones. So I'm going to give you just some new stuff to kind of keep you current. And to that point, I want to mention 2 things. If you'd like to just at least read and stay current, I recommend you do 2 things. Number one, on your computer, and it'll also push out to your phone, subscribe to a free service called Social Media Examiner. Social Media Examiner. You can just Google it and it'll come up. It's a free service that pushes out to your email once a day. Gives you some very nice information about what's going on out there, tips for using Facebook, what's happening in Instagram. There's just a lot of information, and it's probably the single best resource I have on a day-to-day basis. The second thing, on your phone, you can subscribe to an app. There's an app called Flipboard, and it's an aggregator app. And what it does is it searches all kinds of news sources, articles, newspapers, different things, kind of like a Reddit, which is another app that's out there that subscribers push content to. But in Flipboard, they bring together, you tell it what articles you're interested in, and you click for social media and everything, and they will bring you all the current articles and everything that are being written. So just something to add a little bit to your reading. Do that. The last thing I just want to mention is this, just from a personal note. We only have 5 weeks this semester to get through the material. it's very easy for students to get behind. You just blow off an assignment this week, and next week you blow off another one. Pretty soon we're at the fourth week, and you're way behind on projects. This class doesn't demand a lot from you in terms of 5, 6, 7 assignments. I teach another class for Charter College that has many more assignments in every week. So my point is just stay current, folks. Don't get behind, because I find the people that wind up failing the class and having to redo it again are the ones who got behind. Just stay current. Take a look at the little calendar that I gave you as a suggestion for keeping up with your work, and I think you'll find that you'll have a great semester and a great class, and it'll be really advantageous to you and help you keep on track and stay with it. So I hope to see you in the discussion boards this week. Thanks.